Hi there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is my channel. And so, I have invited all your guardian angels to come and give messages to you, whatever they want you to know the most this week. So this is for the week of September 13th through 19th of 2021. And it is a general reading, which means that some parts of this may resonate with you and some parts might not. And so take what does, leave the rest. It's just for somebody else. So that's how it works, when I first start to, when I sit down to do this and record this, then I talk with the guardian angels and I invite them to come. And I invite all of them to work together, which they do anyway, right? And to make like a combined reading. So for everybody who's listening, for everybody who is Cancer, and for for this particular week of September 13 through 19, then they grab all the energies, everything that they are reading and that they want you to know for the week. And so they combine them themselves, and I don't have to have any part in that, of course. And so then they give me the messages, the ones that will fit most of you, or the most of you. And so then, some parts might be for a smaller amount of you and some are for more of you, or however it goes, and they give it to me and I don't change it in any way. I just flow it through. Okay, let's see what they're saying about you or what they want to tell you for this week. Okay, very good. Okay, this looks really good. So, there's a situation, something going on right now, and it feels like there's some confusion within you. Not necessarily confusion, but there's awareness within you of a way that you acted recently, or something that triggered you, or something that showed you a part of yourself. And so you're sitting there kind of going, wow, like what was up with me with that? Did I do that right? Or what's going on? And it's kind of like it is confusion, actually. It's like you're uncertain that you did something right, uncertain that your reaction was good, or, and you're kind of trying to talk yourself into that, yeah, that was good. Yeah, I think they appreciated how I did that, or something like that. That's what I'm getting. But really on the inside of you, you're just not quite sure, right? This has to do with something in a past life. That's how come it's kind of grabbing you and you're like, what is that? Right? It's something that's happened to you in a prior life, or at least one, maybe more, but you've brought it with you. And so now it feels like you don't actually remember it, but it is a part of yourself. And so that's why you have acted in that way recently. And it's why it grabbed your attention, because you're going like, wow, like how come I'm doing that? And so it's past life stuff. So you can clear that. You can work with your angels. Just ask your angels for assistance with that. It doesn't have to be any angel in particular. I know that different angels will come depending on what you need in the moment, right? And so I'm not talking actually about your specific guardian angels. I'm talking about the archangels. And so whoever can assist you the best in that time, that's who will come. And you don't really need to know who it is. We could talk about individual archangels, but I don't usually find that helpful, honestly, because then you get stressed out trying to remember which is the right one. And you don't need to. You can just ask, this is what I need help with, and the right one will come. So you don't need to remember that, right? Okay. And so you'll want to ask for clearing from this past life, whatever the event was, or whatever created that pattern within you. And you want to clear that in all directions of time. So you want to clear that from, the very, very first time, the first lifetime that happened in everyone since then that's happened in. You want to clear it in your current life, and you want to make it so that it doesn't happen in any further lives, right? And so even if you don't really understand what it was or what the event was or anything, doesn't matter. Just ask for clearing from that so that you are no longer affected in this day and time and in all directions of time. Yes. Okay. So it feels like there's a situation where you're feeling kind of guilty about something. You're taking responsibility for something that isn't yours. You need to free yourself from that. You need to distance yourself from that. There is no guilt for you, and there is no shame for you. There, in all the things, all the feelings, all the ways that we can be, there is no guilt with your name on it. There is no shame with your name on it. It just doesn't exist. So anything like that you're feeling, it's not yours. It's not yours. Leave it by the wayside. It will never be a benefit to you to hold on to anything like that. So whatever it is, if you catch yourself thinking of something specific that, oh man, I did such a poor job of that and I feel so guilty about that, you don't need to. And if you feel the need to go to somebody and apologize or make something right or say that was not my intention, then please do that. That will help you. It will probably also help the other person. But be aware that there's no point in having any guilt. It's just not yours. In fact, it's nobody's. Right. Okay. Yeah. And you're just doing your best all the time, right? So anything that you think you've done wrong, that you feel guilty about, you were doing your best in the moment. The reason you come to feel guilt about it is because now you learned something from that, and next time you wouldn't do it like that. That's where guilt is created, is by learning that there's a better way, right? So just take the better way. Skip the guilt part. You don't need that. Okay. All right. So your angels want you to create a spot. A spot that to you is sacred. A spot that represents your spiritual connection to your guardians, to your angels, to the divine, to the Creator. And so that you can go to that spot at any time and be able to easily get into that frame of being that connects you to that divine energy. So that it doesn't work every single time to set up your stuff, right? And so this can be whatever you need it to be. Like, this is just your private sacred space. And it can be your hobby. It can be music. It can be a meditation pillow. It can be candles. It can be whatever you resonate with, right? If you don't meditate well, or you don't enjoy it, and you don't think that there's much point in staring at a candle, I've heard people say that before, but maybe you like your music, then that's what you need to set up, is your spot where your music is readily available to you, where you can go there and you can put those headphones on and you can just get lost in the good feeling. That's what they want you to set up. To anybody else, it may not look sacred at all, but who cares? Right? That's what they want you to know. Okay. And so you have this divine knowledge. And it's things that to you, you think, oh, but anybody would know this. But that's just not true. You have this special knowledge that you have acquired. You don't even know where, and it doesn't matter where, but to you it feels very normal. It feels like, well, surely everybody knows this, but they just don't, right? And so when you come across somebody who very obviously doesn't know some of this stuff, and it's self-growth stuff. It's, how to treat other people so that you feel good. It's being able to accept help when you need it. It's being able to offer help when somebody else needs it. It's all those things keeping you in balance. And a lot of people don't know, they don't understand how valuable it is. They don't understand that they haven't learned it yet. They don't understand that it even is there to be learned. And so you can take those moments when you recognize that in somebody to very gently just demonstrate how it's done. And even when you're thinking that it's falling on deaf ears, it's okay. You've planted a little seed. And when they're ready, they'll be able to step into that and go, oh, I think I need that. Or I think that's what I want. Or, whatever it is. Now they understand that it's even there for them to learn or to step into, right? So you are very good at demonstrating that to people. And your angels want you to understand that what you're doing almost all the time, there's somebody observing, and you are teaching whether you realize you're teaching or not. Somebody's watching you. There's always somebody who's kind of like taking notes because you're doing it so well. Yeah. Okay, so you need to set clearer boundaries. You need to be very clear with the people around you how you need to be treated. You need to be treated like you have a lot of knowledge, like you are intelligent, like you know what you're doing, like you have some life experience behind you. You need to be treated with respect. And sometimes that's not happening. And so you need to say very gently, very nicely, like it doesn't help anybody to be angry about it, right? But it's up to you to say, I need you to treat me differently than that. I deserve better. Because if you don't say it, they don't even know. Sometimes they might, but if you accept it, well, who are they to change stuff, right? It's you. It's up to you to say that this needs to change. Yeah. So it, okay, angels, they're saying, grow a set and defend yourself. Because if you don't, who will? That's honestly, honest to God, that's the words that came through. So there you have it. Okay. And all of this leads to a beautiful ending to the week. It's serenity. Slow down, pause, and breathe. Because you've got to, through all this beautiful growth, it's amazing. And now you understand your own importance. And you've kicked to the curb a bunch of stuff from the past that is not serving you, that it's not even yours, right? And so you're doing this amazing job of recognizing what you need. And by the end of the week, you can have this peace and serenity because of it. Yeah, because you're doing such a great job. Amazing. Okay, so here we have the daily guidance cards. So let's see one last bit of wisdom that your angels want you to know for this week. And drum roll. Here it is. What do you desire? It's sometimes easy to know what we don't want because, as soon as it comes into our life, we're like, no, don't want that. So when you look at what you don't want, it helps you identify what you do want. You do want to be treated with respect. You do want your own sacred space to be able to sink into when you need it. You do want to be able to just be yourself and know that when people are watching you, they're learning how to be their own selves, right? What is it you want otherwise? Maybe in material things, maybe in a home, maybe in how you feel in your comfort zone. What do you want? Once you identify that and you write it down every day. I recently learned a technique, I guess. It's called scripting. Every single day, write down what you want. And it could change every day, or it can be the same thing every day, or a mixture of those. Write it down every single day and really feel it. Put yourself into the situation. Put yourself there and act and feel like you have already achieved what you want. It's an amazing feeling. Yeah, it'll be great. You'll love it. Okay, Cancer, what a great reading for you. Okay, so if you can help me, let's create some energy here and let's beam that out across the whole world. Oh, yeah. Just sending it everywhere to every individual, whether you know them or not, whether you're aware of their existence or not. They do exist. Their energy is there, and they are deserving of love. And so let's send them some. Okay, that's amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Cancer, and I love you, and I will see you next week.